Hello, good morning. Welcome to day 17. Today's practice is going to continue on with thinking about our strength. How do we show up in the world strong yet also graceful? So today's practice, we're going to begin on the ground, or you can stay on your bed if you're practicing that way. And then we will make our way up for some strength with grace. All right, come on down to your back, hug your knees into your chest. Rock and roll a little bit. Happy day 17. Now take your knees together in one unit and start circling. Give yourself a little love here. And reverse it. One of my greatest lessons, I believe, is knowing my strength, but also knowing when to put the strength aside and be a little bit tender and graceful. That's been my work. Other direction, 3 circles. All right, last circle, last direction, 3 more. Should feel nice. Waking up the low back, last one. And now take your hands onto your knees and you're gonna open your knees wide and then close your knees. So we're just letting the hips externally rotate and pull back in. This is for your adductors, your inner thighs, getting a stretch and then a strengthening. 2 more. Last one. Come back to center, drop your feet to the mat, walk your feet as wide as your mat. Hold on to your legs, right? Put your hands right on your thighs and push away. That puts some space in the hip, which is where I exist all the time, just trying to get space in there. Take a breath in, drop your knees to the left, get a nice windshield wipe, zigzag kind of stretch. You should feel a nice stretch through the right side, over the right hip crest, over the right side of the pelvis. Inhale back up and drop your knees to the right. Breathe. Inhale back up. Bring your feet in, heels close to your cheeks now. So we started with the feet wide. Now we're going to bring the feet to our cheeks. Now here's where I like to check my alignment. Reach down and tap your heels with your fingers. If you cannot reach your heels, bring them even closer to your cheeks. Now place your hand on your low belly. We did this week 1. This is what we call neutral. So if I had a little teacup right here, the tea would be flat. It would not be spilling. I'm going to take a breath here in neutral. And on my exhale, I'm going to tuck my tailbone under, imprint my pelvis, my low back into the mat. My tea would now spill into my belly. I'm going to come back to neutral, fill up my tea, exhale, spill my tea, tuck my tail, pour the tea. Inhale back to neutral, exhale, tuck. So what I'm doing is taking my pelvis into neutral and I'm tucking it. Neutral, tuck with the breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and stay. Now, it is best if you keep your eyes towards the ceiling and not turn to look at me. So you can either listen to my cues or watch me do it once. My spine is connected to the ground. On my next in-breath, I'm going to lift my hips up to the sky. Make sure that my knees are not falling outward and that they're not knocked inward, that the hip and the knee is in one long line. Now, we come to this supported with the block sometimes. You can put your hands underneath your cheeks and support them if you need to. If not, palms face down on the mat. Take a breath and lower your body. Okay, so we're going to do 3 rounds of this rolling bridge. Come back to neutral where you're filling up your tea. Look at the ceiling. Take a breath. Pour your tea. Empty the breath. Stick your spine towards the ground. Inhale, lift your hips. On your exhale, push into your feet. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, lay your body back to the ground. Inhale back to neutral. Fill up your tea. Exhale, imprint. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stay and push. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Think about the strength in your glutes. Inhale back to neutral and your hamstrings. Exhale, imprint. Last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push into your feet, lift up your toes, dig your heels in like you're in the beach and you're pushing your heels into the sand. Stay and breathe, stay and breathe. We're going to hold this bridge for 3 breaths. To engage the glutes, engage the hamstrings. Front of the legs are working. Lift your toes. That feels like your quads are engaged. 1 more breath. Now inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Bring your knees into your chest. Lots of strength there. All right, tee out your arms, palms face down. Take a breath. Drop your knees to the left. Get a nice tight body twist. You can turn your head and look to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, tip to the right, look left. Inhale back to center. Grab your hands onto your knees. Take them behind your knees and rock and roll on up. So we're going to come into boat pose. I'm going to give you lots of options for boat. We're going to start by sitting tall on our sitting bones. Walk your feet in. I'm going to actually hook my arms underneath my hamstrings, and then I'm going to find my balance point. Okay, so now my feet are off the mat, and I'm just balancing. Here's the direction I want you to think. Your heart is going towards the ceiling. So I'm not collapsing through my spine. I'm lifting. Now you're going to wiggle and wobble because you're balancing, and you're going to hold and breathe. Okay, so this is the first stop in our boat. All right, second stop. You can always stay wherever you're at. Second stop would be to simply just put one hand behind each knee and not hook them together. That lessens how much oomph you have. Sit back, lift your legs so that they're parallel with the floor, lift your heart. So here I am in the next level. Take a breath, lower your feet, sit tall. So you have the hooking, which is the most supportive, hands behind your hamstrings, which is the next supportive. Let's add on. Always stay where you're at. Lean back, lift your legs, take a hand away and another hand away, but lift your heart. Feet are parallel. Take a breath. Feet come back down, and we relax the spine. We got 1 more, and then we're going to do it 3 times. I'm giving you all the options. Inner strength, core strength. This really activates your personal power, sense of self, determination. Here we go. Lean back. Hook your arms, grab your hamstrings, take your hands away, lift your heart. The last one is to straighten your legs, reach your arms towards the ceiling, hold and breathe. Take an inhale, exhale, soften. We're going to do 3 boat poses. You have your options. Hooked underneath is the most supportive. Hands behind is the next. Hands next to you is the next. Legs and arms straight is the last one. We're going to hold each boat pose for 3 breaths. Inner strength. And then a little grace. Here we go. Find it. Breathe. Be where you want to be. Lift your heart. If you need to, start in one position and then help your body out with the next position for the next breath. You can always change it. 1 more breath. Feet down. Open up your knees and come into butterfly and round your spine. So both of your knees will open and the spine will round. Close it up. Second round, boat pose. Lean back, lift your legs. Commit to it. Commit to it. 3 breaths. Close your eyes. Lift your heart. 1 more. Feel the shake. That's your strength. Lower your feet. Open your knees. Round your spine. We're coming up after this. All right, round 2. Here we go. Lean back. Lift. Oh, this is round 3, I believe. Well, we're going to do 2 more. Lift, lift, lift. Lift your heart. Lift your heart. Take a breath. Empty your breath. Lift your heart. Inhale. Exhale, return your feet, open your knees. They say you can never trust a Pilates teacher or a yoga teacher for counting because we never count right. All right, let's do 1 more. Here we go. Find your balance. Lift your legs. Lift your heart. Place your arms where you want them to be. Take a breath. Empty your breath. Another breath. Lift your heart. Final breath. Feet down, knees open and fold. All right, we're gonna make our way up. I have a chair nearby. You can use a chair if you would like or not. We're gonna make our way up to standing. Enough of that. All right, here we go. We're gonna come into the half sun salutation. I'm gonna be using the chair to bring the floor to me. And then I've got a couple standing balance poses that are going to tap into our inner strength and also remind us that within the strength to give yourself a little grace. Circle your palms forward. Inhale, reach up. On your exhale, forward fold. Hands find the floor, your shins, the chair, some blocks. Come up halfway, lengthen everything. We've been sitting on the ground. The legs have been bent, so we're going to stay here in this halfway lift and lengthen the hamstrings. Breathe. So if your hands are on your shins, tailbones to the back. If your hands are on the blocks, tailbones to the back. And if you're on the floor with your hands, still think long spine, trying not to round too much. One more breath. Bend your elbows, bend your knees, tuck your chin, and soften. All right, come up halfway. We're going to shift the weight into the right leg. Extend to the left, standing split. So you can have your hands on the floor in standing split. You can have your hands on your shin in standing split or on something. I'm choosing for something today. All right, so we're going to think about the right leg being straight, the left leg being as straight as we can, and the heart is towards the ground. So we're not rolling like we did in half moon. We're keeping the hips and the heart square towards the floor. Take a breath. On your exhale, return your left foot and fold. Come up halfway. Think about the strength in your standing leg. You're going to shift the weight to your left leg. Right leg is going to lift. Now for me, this is very, very different side to side. I want to keep my heart towards the ground, my hips square towards the ground. Breathe, standing split-ish. Take an inhale. Exhale, feet together. Inhale to roll up. Giving yourself a tremendous amount of grace. Okay, these are not easy shapes. And especially if you have an injury or something going on in your body, you really do notice side to side differences. And because we're human, we have a tendency to start analyzing and thinking something's wrong and we're not good enough, and let it go. Find your inner strength and give yourself grace. We're going to do that again. Turn your palms. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Keep the length. Now straighten your left leg. Everything is long lines. Take a breath. Exhale, return the left foot. Inhale, circle up, all the way up, look up. Exhale, come back down, forward fold. Come up halfway. Straighten your right leg. Lift it. Inhale. And return, forward fold. Slowly rise up. Not easy stuff. Turn wide. Yesterday we did half moon. We had the chair here or a block. We lifted like that. Well, today we're going to do a variation of half moon that some people call falling star. So our legs are going to be wide like a star. Our arms are going to be wide like a star. I'm going to turn my right toes diagonal towards the corner of my mat there, and I'm going to bend my elbows like a shooting star. I'm going to lift. Arms are wide. So a little different than half moon. I'm not as tipped over. Hold and breathe. Inhale to rise. The good news is we're going to do both sides 2 times. Toes are out at a diagonal. Left toes towards the corner. We're going to bend the elbows in, spread the fingers wide like a shooting star. Here we go. Shift the weight to the left. Inhale, lift. Open your arms. Give yourself some grace. Inhale. Exhale, return. right toes to the corner. Shift the weight to the right. Bend your elbows. Take a breath. Exhale, push. Falling star. Breathe. Hold it. Nail it. You got it. Inhale. Exhale. Graceful. So we have strength and grace. Here we go. Left toes to the corner. Take a breath. Here we go. Shoot it up. Falling star. Hold and breathe. And return. So nice. All right. We're going to bring our feet in. Take your right leg, cross it over your left, make an X. Okay, so we have a tight little package. Inner thighs are squeezing. Take your arms out, put the right on the bottom, grab your elbows. Elbows together, grab your shoulders. All right, keep your legs zipped together and imagine that there's a seat behind you and sit in the chair. Okay, so this is going to be a variation of eagle. Both of my feet are glued to the mat. If your shoulders feel nice, grab the backs of your hands, palm to palm. Okay, so we wrap the hands, palm to palm, shoulders or a wrap. Sit in that little invisible chair. Now, if you want more, you're going to pick up your right toes off the mat and hold the balance. Hands can be on the shoulders. Squeeze your legs. Right toes are off the mat. If you need to keep them down, keep them down. Squeeze everything like you mean business. Squeeze. Find your strength. Be graceful. One more breath. Unwind and rise up. Wiggle it out. Remember, 2 sides, 2 times. Left over right. Now, because my hip will not let me go over, I'm just going to place my left foot on top of my right foot. That's as far across as my body will allow me to go. Left under right. Grab your shoulders. Have a seat in that chair behind you. If you want, take the wrap with your shoulders, squeeze your knees together, squeeze your elbows together. Now, if you're balancing and you want more, lift up your right toes. Sorry, your left toes. Lift your left. Lift your left. Keep them down. You pick. Unwind and rise up. That's eagle pose. Great for blood pressure. Great for regulating. Now we're going to do it again. Now that you know where we're going and what it feels like, here's where you give yourself that permission to be strong, but also give yourself grace. So if you need to keep your toes down, keep them down. If your shoulders don't like the wrap, keep your hands on your shoulders. Lots of places to go. Right over left. Arms come out. Right under left. Take the wrap or the shoulders. Take a breath. Have a seat in that chair. This time we're going to do 3 breaths. Root into your left foot. If you're ready, lift your right toes. Now, some people take the right leg and wrap it around their left. Not me. Hold and breathe. You have 2 more breaths. Sink and stay. Inhale. Exhale. Your inhale. Unwind. Rise up. Lower your arms. Give a little wiggle. It's a hard one. We don't do it often because it is hard. Left over right. Left under right. Grab your shoulders. Grab your hands. Imagine that chair behind you. Squeeze the thighs. Sit in the chair. Now here's your option. Root into the right foot. Lift your left toes. Squeeze everything. If you are wobbling, stop what you're doing. Come back, get grounded, and stay. We want to teach the brain stability. So if you're wobbling, keep the foot down. Take an option. If you need to hold on to a chair, hold on to a chair. One more breath. Unwind and rise up. Give a little wiggle. Another standing balance, one that we don't do often, but it's a good one. Stand nice and tall for a second. Put your hand on your body, hand on your heart, hand on your stomach. Close your eyes. Remember that seedling. The work that that seedling has done to open up and take shape, grow roots, and sprout is tremendous. And the work that you have done for 17 days now is tremendous, not just on this rectangle, but out there in life, being aware of your intention, being aware of what you are choosing to grow takes a lot of work. So give yourself a lot of grace. We are going to start with the left leg being our lifting leg. So that means our right leg is going to be our solid leg. If you choose to stay in a chair for this practice, you can do that entire eagle in a chair, and you can do this next one in a chair. It's just going to look a little different. So our right leg is going to be our standing leg. We're going to tee out the arms. Left leg is going to be the airplane tail that lifts back. Arms go wide. Now, it might have some turbulence. If it's too much turbulence, hold on to a wall or a chair. But if you just got a little bit of turbulence, that's okay. Strong right leg. Hold and breathe. Inhale to rise. Okay? Left leg becomes strong. Right leg shoots back, arms tee out, and now tip forward and lift your right leg. Fly. Fly like an airplane. Little turbulence is good. Breathe. Inhale to return. If you are choosing to practice airplane in a chair, rather than your leg going back, which would be hard to do in a chair, your leg is going to lift. Right leg becomes the standing leg. If you're in a chair, your left leg will lift in front and your arms will tee out. Here we go. Arms tee out. We're going to play with this airplane a little bit. Left leg comes back. Find your strength. Now tip over like we're making a turn. Just making an airplane turn. Go slow. Come back to level flight. Turn the other way. Requires a lot of strength. Inhale back up and return. Let it go. Let it go. If you wobbled, let it go. This is a practice. Where does the mind go when life is challenging? Are you tapping into your inner strength, or are you criticizing yourself? You get a choice. Left leg becomes the strong leg. Right leg will either lift in front if you are in a chair. Here we go, airplane. The right leg lifted. Tip, nice slow tip, going over a mountain. Come back, tip to the other side. Whoa, come back and return. Lower, roll your shoulders. One more standing balance series. Standing balance is often something a lot of people avoid because they say, I can't balance, I'm not good at. You're practicing. Just remember you're practicing. Right leg becomes our standing leg. Arms are going to tee out for help. Left leg is going to lift. Now we're going to open the left leg like a gate. Right arm goes down, left arm goes up. I think it's just a beautiful, strong right side, grounding right side, elevated left. I love it. Come back to a T, close your gate, and lower it. Other side. Left leg becomes our standing leg. If you're in a chair, it's the same thing. Left leg stays down, right knee lifts, right knee opens, left goes down, right goes up. Inhale back, exhale, return. Don't think about it. Shift the weight to your right leg. Pull up your pants. Left knee lifts. Arms go out. Right arm goes down. Left arm goes up. Open your gate. Take a breath. Close your gate. Lower your arms. Other side. Left leg is standing leg. Right knee lifts. Tee out your arms. Open your gate. Move your arms. Inhale back and lower it. The more that you do this, the easier it becomes. Give yourself grace. All right, last, strong standing. Make sure your pants are hiked up good. Toes are out. Have a seat on the horse. Now locate that quadricep, hip crease. Put your hands right there in that hip crease. Feet. Lift your right. Lift your left. Hold your seat. Okay, so we're balancing on our toes. Open your seed. Grow your seed. Scatter your seed. Return, feet down, rise up. One more. Have a seat. Lift your heels. Feel the body shake. That's normal. Open your seed. Grow your seed. Scatter your seed. Return. Lower your feet. Rise up. That's what I got for you today. Strength in the legs. Strength in the heart. Strength in your mind. And grace out there. You're awesome. Keep being awesome. I'll see you tomorrow for day 18. Take care. Bye.